Happy Sunday. I'm a little bit under the weather. Come on in, come on in. Y'all, come on in, come on in. I'm under the weather. So, I gotta run to the store. I guess I might take y'all with me depending on how this conversation goes. That's mommy's. That's mommy's. Happy Sunday, you guys. Come on in. Y'all come on in. Happy Sunday, guys. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Sitting on the couch. I was just listening to Miss Carver, trying to get some work done. Y'all come on in. I'm going to wait. Hey, Joshua, you're first. I haven't seen you in a long time. I pray everything has been going well for you. What's up, Gamma? Good morning, Joshua. Good morning, Miss Cynthia. Good morning, everybody. I'm under the weather and I'm working on myself. I need to shampoo my hair, and I know this will be a terrible time to do it, but I gotta shampoo my hair. And I'm responsible for taking lunch tomorrow for my team. It's 3 of us. So what do y'all think I should get? What's up, Gap Girl? Y'all come on in, come on in, come on in. My birthday is 17 more days left of September 1st. Happy birthday, Joshua. Happy birthday. Hey, Diva V. I hope you have a beautiful, great, blessed school year. Welcome back to school. Y'all hit that like button for me, please, please, and thank you. Share me out if you can. If you are willing to, y'all just took this rubber band out of my head. Y'all do not want to see what's behind this. Thank you so much, Catrice. Thank y'all so much. Super chat, super stickers, and gifts are greatly appreciated, honey, as your girl just got off of Amazon, honey. I just got this nano sprayer. Yeah, I gotta do more to combat these germs. These germs are very, very aggressive. Tomorrow, yes. Y'all, so I'm going to show it to y'all. It's a nano sprayer, like a disinfectant sprayer. It's like it has a blue light to it. I think I'm going to get one for home and for school. I have got to be able to resist these aggressive germs. Y'all hear the stuffiness in me? I'm not warm anymore to touch, so I've been constantly taking Advil. I think it's because I go into a hot climate, then a cold climate, and then a hot climate. I think that's what it is. TMC, you couldn't see her in Miss Carver's chat. Catrice is speaking to you, TMC. Thank y'all so much. Thank you so much, Catrice, for being here. We got 19 people on the roof. We got 6 likes. Y'all hit that like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. So I'm going to wash my hair, and I'm also going to grab some more of these, or maybe another brand. I don't know. But anyway, I've been sitting here trying to go over some lesson plans and listening. I did 2 videos earlier. I was going to do a long video. Y'all go and watch my shorts of basically what I want to talk about. Grace over grudges. Like, I've been sitting here all weekend watching all of this. Basically, this is over Chopping's 2 girls. I see why they didn't want to bring anything about their mom's passing to the internet. Like, it's like it is just blown up. It's like they were, last week they was at Disney, and this weekend, y'all see where this child is going back to school. And I'm specifically speaking about Day-Day, but my condolences still to all of her children. All of her children, y'all. Like, this is ridiculous. So basically, this is what we're arguing about. We are arguing. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. We got 19, 20 people in here. We only got 9 likes. Come on. So that means it's 10 of y'all listening, getting my good sense, but you don't want to hit that like button. Why? Because you don't like me. Why? Because you don't like my stance. Why? Because I choose grace over get back. Come on, folks. I choose grace over get back. It's childish. I don't give a damn what this girl has said about my mother passing. And yes, she was not nice and kind to me, but I don't give a fuck. You know why? Because my life still goes on. I am just as good can be. I can't see you, darling. Hope you're doing good, sweetheart. And thanks, Lucinda, for letting me know. Yeah, she couldn't see you either, so something is going on. And y'all, like, yes, we're going to lose loved ones. But let's just look at this. She's still, what, 30 years old. Yes, she's going to graduate school. A lot of us go to graduate school at a late age, guys. Graduate school is your, well, I was able to get in my career with a bachelor's degree, but a master's degree gives me more expertise and more money as far as my profession is concerned. But listen, it doesn't matter. Colleges make money off of everybody, no matter what age they are. If they have a graduate program, folks, they're going to have graduate housing. Okay? Graduate housing gives the students somewhere to live while they're in school. So their sole purpose should be school. All right? Now, when they're in undergraduate, a lot of times they're what, 17, 18, 19 years old. Some of them work. And while they're in graduate school, some of them work as well. It just depends, okay? It just really, really depends on what they're going for. It's just a lot that goes into that. So somebody going back to school, living in housing, it's not a bad thing. The only thing is that they're very, very grown, okay? It's an all-stakes game, baby, because how well you do in school determines if you get that degree and you get that job that you're vying for, okay? Which I'm sure that's what she has planned or whatever. So her concentration is at an all-time must-have. Like her study skills, her being on target, her hustle mentality has to be on a thou wow. And I'm trying to figure out, is that what y'all trying to do? Is get the girl so discombobulated that she can't concentrate on what she's trying to do? Now, come on now. You know, it's like y'all have gotten on this internet for the last 4 years, including the one we talking about, and went on and on and on about me not having kids. Now you see why. Shit. Because you don't never stop worrying about them. You don't never stop providing for them even after you're gone, child. Okay? And then they go out into the world. And then you got folks just tearing them down. I see why a lot of parents teach their kids to knuck if you buck. Because I swear for God, you can't even grieve in peace. It just makes no sense. It makes no sense. And I don't care if, in fact, what somebody did to you or said to you, a lot of it was words. So then for you to come back and to just go on and on and on where the person lives, where the person going to be going to school, all the places around there, that's too much. Because basically you're trying to keep her so intimidated to where she won't, go to the store, everywhere she goes. It's like you're trying to instill fear in her. And that is just, like, I just listened to you a few minutes. And I really don't want to get into the whole name calling of 7-Ho and all that kind of stuff, because I see that, more of your stories coming out, sis. You got to hold that wig tight, don't you? And I know you don't like that because you don't want people to know the real you. When all you had to do was come out here and tell your own story. Can we keep it a buck? Are y'all ready to have a talk? Or y'all just want to drag? Because I'm not into the drag this morning. I'm just into the talking part. I want to talk human to human. Do I have any humans out there that want to have a conversation about this? We see what you're trying to do. We see that you're using intimidation. And we don't like it, sis. We are rejecting it. We deem it demonic. Let's talk about it, TMC. Let's talk about it. We deem it demonic. Okay, boo, I know you got me. You want your kid. You didn't want the police to touch yours. And you know they out here doing wrong. All of the info, all the intel is about to come out here now. Quiet on the creek, girl. They saying that you got more than 1 or 2 and 3 of them that's done some things. See? So see, the time for you to have been mapping out where to go, what place to eat at, what's here, what's there, was when maybe when you was in that house with them children that you had quiet on the creek says, where y'all didn't have no utilities. Huh? Let's talk about it. Quiet on the creek says, while you and them was selling, you know what I'm saying, that Mary and Jane or that crack-a-lack, whatever it was, sis, let's talk about it. So is that why? Are you afraid that these kids are going to come out here and actually make something of themselves like their Auntie Lulu? Multiple degrees. Out here can get a job. See, I'm going to tell you something. One thing about it, they can't take your education. I don't care how ugly you are. They can't take your education. I don't care how fat you get. They can't take your education. I don't care what it is. Another angry woman, well, then I tell you what, kiss this angry woman's ass. There you go. Yeah, I'm angry. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold up. Let me see. Lucinda, hold on. Damn, you made me. I'm sorry, Catrice. I was hitting this fool. Okay, I'm sorry, baby. I was hitting the wrong person. Hold on. Let me get this motherfucker out of here. And I'm also going to report you, bitch. Good morning, Sereneness. I had to get a hater out of my chat real quick. And baby, my back ain't big, honey. I'm on a semi-glutide. My back is slimming down as we speak. Yeah, and you jealous, aren't you? Now go get another page and come over here. Let's see you over here, sitting up here, and let me tell you something. I ain't even this girl's favorite person. This girl ain't my favorite person, probably. But I don't give a fuck. Because my life is my life. I don't have to worry about all of that. It's a whole lot of people I don't like. But it's the fact that when I click on, I'm hearing you talking about all the places around where the child gonna go to school. I mean, she's trying to go to school, for Christ's sakes. She's trying to do something better with her life. Yes, it's some dudes there. It's dudes in California. Yes, she can make mistakes with men, women, or anything else. I hope that she won't. I'm really hoping that she'll be more like her Auntie Lou than what she really cares to admit. And don't let Nam baby come down through there unless you are able to take care of it and you're in a comfortable, loving relationship. Everybody ain't got to have kids. Okay? Everybody ain't got to be married at a certain age. You ain't even got to be married. You ain't got to be heterosexual. You ain't got to be homosexual. You can be what you want to be. I like to say within reason. Okay? And whatever that looks like for you, that's on you. Okay? But don't come out here damaging somebody else. That's the whole thing. Okay, so there were some people. You are right that did call Bryson's school because they were having to get back with the mother. Okay, so let's talk about it. Yep, it wasn't right then, but I'm gonna tell you this. Bryson still got his mama. You see the difference? Bryson still got his mother. Bryson's mother made fun of their mother losing a child. You see how that works? So you got Bryce's mom, who's on here, who made fun of their mom for losing her child. Now, this mother is now gone and has passed on, and her children, her remaining children are still here. Bryson still got his mama. Bryson still got the activity of his limbs. Bryson still can get up to fight another day. You see the difference? You see the difference there? And it's grace over grudge. Because to be honest with you, if we want to go tit for tat, all of us could stand in the middle of the street and just fight. All of us could. Somebody said something about this one. 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 But Bryson is still able to get up every day and go play football or do whatever else he wants to do. Yeah, we're just talking. And I get it. You got people on Rita's side who they just can't get past certain things. But what I'm saying is, if this side, I don't care what side you're on, if you're on this side, on the other side, we're gonna have to let some stuff go. Okay, you don't see the difference. Okay, all right. Well, I'm gonna tell you the reason why I see it. I see it because and my situation was different, and it's not really about me. I can just imagine how being alone at 30 and not having my mother when I was 30, I could imagine that sending me to wild out. Like, I could see that really being damaging because I was extremely close to my mother. I was an only child. Okay? Now, of course, I couldn't imagine navigating housing without hearing her voice and saying, yeah, that's a good idea. Well, no, you don't have that much. Well, no, you won't be able to manage that. Or just having her or just seeing her, like, I could imagine that being extremely hard for me as a 30-year-old, because as a 50-something-year-old, it about took me down, girl. Here I was at 50, had 2 homes, I didn't have to ask nobody for nothing. I didn't have to do no GoFundMe. I had plenty of resources that were already left to me. I didn't have to ask nobody about no flour, about no fume. All I had to do was pick up the phone, doop, 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 put in a certain code, and when I tell you the heavens opened up, like open sesame, this is this is this is what this is what you have to turn in for this. It was all laid out. All laid out. And when I tell you the goodness of knowing that it had been pre-thought and pre-planned and it fit, was such a joy. Now, here's my thing. My thing is, for anybody who faces it without having that type of provision, girl, I don't know what I would do. No. So you wouldn't want to talk about people. I get it. When I first lost my mom, I did become more humble. I will talk about people though. But I try to do it in a different way. You know what I'm saying? Because when you lose your mother, it is so devastating. Like, I just don't know. And part of it is they don't get what I got. They don't get to see the old Roz. Oh, it's such a blessing, y'all. To see them get older and to hear what they say, even though you may hear it 100 times, it's just so wonderful to see them get to that old age. And to see, and for them to see you reach an older age. It is such a blessing. And it's such a thing, like when we would go places together. This is my daughter. She's been teaching 12 years. Like, I would hear her, like, we'd be at Macy's or Penny's or Sears, or, you know, and she would meet people, and, you know, I'd be driving around and all this kind of stuff, and we'd be together. She became my best friend. And I hate that they don't get a chance to experience that. I really do, because it is such a blessing. But for what they got, you want them to be able to flourish. You know what I'm saying? And it's no different. It's just because you feel sorry because your mom passed and their mom passed. My mom passed when I was 5. And the things that they doing, I could never do. Okay, I see what you're saying. So you see it from a different lens. And that's why I said, let's talk about it. You see it from a different lens. You see it from a totally different lens. But from my lens, I choose grace to deal with it. I could go back and forth. And when she first came out here, I made sure that they apologized to me. That was very important. I made sure of that. Because my thing was, now all the stuff you said, you and Brittany, all the stuff you said, now look at how the tables turn. Now look at these folks dogging you. They're dogging you, dragging you. But you had no problem doing it to me. You had no problem calling me a fake Christian and all this kind of stuff. But still, I got enough Christianity to show you some compassion after what you did to me. And I'm just so proud of myself. It ain't about her. It's about me, y'all. It's about me having grace and not holding no grudge. Because here's the thing. What does it look like for me to constantly keep holding a record of what somebody has said to me when life goes on every day? When I am here to try to work, try to survive myself. Look at what people are paying for mortgages nowadays. What are they paying now? $2,000-$3,000? And I don't have to deal with that. That's a blessing right there. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, I just see it differently. I see it because, hey, T-Lo, I see it differently because God has blessed me. I'm going to show you a comment. I don't know why they didn't be. I see it because God has blessed me. But for those of you who don't feel that way, I get it. Have you seen a change? And now you would think they would have changed. There's nothing wrong with changing. I look at you and I see you have changed. Yes, I have changed. And they are going to have to change as well. They're going to have to get to the point where, but see, I don't live their lives. So they will have to change, but they may not change in the way that I have changed. So this is what I would do in that situation. Because we could go back and forth all day long. But what I would do is, for Lucinda, I can only control Lucinda. For Lucinda to participate in it, that's a no. For, let me see, you said that girl over there trying to get somebody $1,000 to get a video on 74. Well, now let's remember, 74 had those 911 calls, right? So now it's going to be a get back. See what I'm saying? See, if one person don't stop, the whole thing going to just keep going and going and going. So now you've gotten this girl. See, people deal with grief in different ways. So now you've energized her. See, now so now I done lost my mama. So now I can be hyper focused on bringing you down. She's woke up a beast. And by her having other enemies out here, it's only going to get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. I'm telling you. Now, I know you said something about $1,000. A lot of people are going to be, that's going to be content too, right? It's all going to be content. It's going to go back and forth, back and forth. The $1,000. What was it used for? Did it really, really cost that? That's why I said a couple of weeks ago, when it comes to money and these girls, I would not ask for a dime. Unless I came out here with a piece of paper showing you, just like I'm about to show y'all a part of this test. Let me fold this part down. I don't want my baby's name out here. Let me show this part. Unless I had a piece of paper out here, that's like you see lesson quiz. Unless I had a piece of paper out here saying that this and that and this and that is going to cost me $1,000, I would not ask these people for anything, because when it comes to money and this sector, too much has been done. But now y'all do what you want to do. I'm just telling you how I would roll. I wouldn't do it. Now, if she come out, because I haven't watched that part. So now if she comes out here and shows where to get the video, it would cost $1,000. I think people would divvy that up. I think they would, because people want to see. That's why it's best to just tell the truth about your life, so people can't use it to drag you. So yeah, that is happening. And I think she's gotten like 400 of it already raised. So the next 600 is only just a snap like that. But listen, what are we going to see on them videos? You know, you might just want to come on out here and just tell us ahead of time before we see it, because it's going to come out here. So would I do that if I were her? I'm not her. If in fact it was somebody that was really, really pissing me off and kept talking about my mom, especially if I had just got, you know, because after somebody passed, you know, life insurance, it don't take long at all. Baby, I probably would have spent that $1,000 the first big check I had. I probably would have came out here and ran it up. Especially if I'm young, because when you in your 30s, baby, you hot-headed. You are hot-headed. When you get to like your 50s, you kind of calm down. Your 40s, you begin to calm down. But in your 30s, hormonally, oh my honey, that perimenopause is about to start coming, because perimenopause starts coming way before the 40s. It starts earlier. So a lot of them are going through para and other hormones. Child, a 30-year-old straight off of grief, honey, you waking up a beast. So that situation, she's not going to back down off of that situation, y'all. Especially when the other lady is coming out here constantly poking the bear. So as the older woman in this situation, I would leave those girls alone while they grieve. That's what I would do. I would have to take the L. If it's an L to be taken, I would just say, you know what? The mother is gone. And the mother cannot pass down the beef. Okay? Because I'm very sure if, as soon as they lost their mom, and if everybody had said, you know what, we're not even bringing that up anymore, they would have gone on about their lives. But since it was not left alone, they're going to continue to come out. And so, yeah. Tarot cards don't bring. Now, the tarot cards, along with that would not have been my choice. But see, that's not my channel. Okay, so I know that now. We all know that Loving Lucinda's family is from Haiti. Okay, And we all know that I ain't gonna go too far into that. But I try not to unleash that. Okay? I try not to unleash that. But I do understand what you're saying. You're saying that these girls have participated. And I know personally that they have, because Day Day did it to me. Y'all saw it. Y'all saw this. Now let me ask you this, for those of you who are in the bushes. When Day Day was doing it to me and my mother passed, did y'all speak up? Did y'all speak up when it was being done to me? She did pass it down because the girl said she passed it down to her. Yeah, they said it, but I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I don't believe that, well, maybe I don't know. Maybe she did. If she did, I wish she had not have. I wish somebody would have said, leave it alone, let it go. So half of the YouTube streets thinks it's proper, and half of the YouTube streets thinks that it's absolutely absurd. Listen, folks, let's just leave it at this. Y'all, it's absurd. At some point, you just got to take the L. Just let it go. The L in let it go. Okay, let's just go back. Did it do Roz any good with arguing with Rita? Did it do her any good? Did it do her any good? That's that. That's a disgrace. Did it do her any good? No. She couldn't. I mean, I know she addressed her health. She had to address this foolishness along with fighting her battle. It didn't do her any good, y'all. She was still going to have support whether or not she talked about Rita or not. Now, of course, Rita kept on poking the bear, so it was a back and forth. Look at her last live. How sad she was to say goodbye to everybody. She was not happy to have her last live. She was not happy to say goodbye. She had a lot of more living that she wanted to do. Okay, so you said you told her that she was wrong. And yes, she was wrong. But things have ended, y'all. They have ended. No matter what somebody did, no matter what somebody said, it's over with now. So now what? Do we keep arguing? Do we keep on? Or do we let it go? Because if it did nothing for chopping and chopping is gone, do you think I want to sit up here and still argue and I be gone? No. I want to live the rest of my life. I want to enjoy the rest of my time with my family and whoever I choose to love. And I sure hope it's who I've been looking at too, because he sure is kind of fine. But anyway, I ain't come to talk about that. Like, I know. But now let's just go back. We are still talking about somebody that talked about somebody else. Now let's just go back. Roz started talking about Trees. Half of us don't even watch Trees no more. We don't even care. Her last life spoke volumes. She was so afraid. And I hate that for her because she had not finished living her full life yet. But her life, you know, unfortunately, y'all, when it comes to the kidneys and stuff like that, That's hard. You know what I'm saying? Happy Sunday, Lou, in chat. I think it did more harm than good, in my opinion. Anger is a stress, and stress kills. I think it did too. I think it did too. I think if we could be honest, the stress took her down even more, in my opinion. So if that's the case, why continue it? Why continue it? And I do see your point, Tracy. I do see your point. But when you got younger women, they don't think and they don't see because they haven't seen life the way we have. And stress and trying to raise a teenage daughter and still getting out there having a career for Marjanae, I don't think it's a good idea to continue with it either. I do think that it's going to give her lots of views. I do think, but I don't think, see, all money is not good money. I don't think it's a good conversation for anybody. I really, really don't. This is a drama messy sector, and that's what we are all in this for. Let's be real. Once people get away from the sector, drama, no views. That's true. That's true. My channel is a living witness. The more stuff I do that is positive, the less views I get. But let me call somebody out and let me go off on somebody. Baby, my chat will be jumping. But here's the thing that I had to realize. I had to realize that that's just the way it has to be. I started out in this sector. I changed my content. It has gotten me over to 5,000 subscribers, but my views, it's just gonna take harder work. It's gonna take me being diligent and just doing my own thing, and eventually I will grow. But that's just that's just what I had to choose. Stress will kill you. Yes, that's a fact. So I choose. So what I did was I chose to connect with other women who were doing things like me, like Gamma, you know, my girl Feast, you know, other content creators. And other content creators, y'all got to put my feet up. Other content creators have come out here and done different things. And so even though it's going to be harder work for me, I'm going to do what works for me. But I do go back and listen sometime because I'm nosy. But my heart sank. I said, oh my God, this girl is out of town at a new school, about to start graduate school. Like, I can't imagine. I remember graduate school. And as a matter of fact, I got my this is one of the graduate programs that I graduated from. Relay Graduate School in Education. Girl, when I tell y'all it was so much work, plus I had to grade papers, plus I had to put in all these papers and call parents and do all my regular duties, and I had to take my kids' work, analyze it, and do the data. Like, girl, when I tell you I was stressed out, I was stressed out. Y'all, I would be in church sometimes on Sunday with my iPad doing my schoolwork. And I remember Pastor, like, some of y'all on y'all tablets and stuff, and I would put it back and I would feel so guilty. My mom would get mad at me because I would be in church trying to do work. Like, I was so stressed out, y'all. But with the grace of God, I was able to make it and graduate. If I didn't have my mom there, I've been listening. I attend Relay. Principal fellowship is very, very difficult. Yes, Relay. Girl, I wish you much, much success when it comes to Relay. Relay is a very hard program. And I did look into that principal fellowship. But oh my God, Chris. You just go ahead and finish, and then I'll just work at your school. Shit. Oh, okay. You completed it. Good, good, good. Girl, cause relay about took my hair out. I promise you, relay was hard. Jesus. Yeah, a 2-year program. I finished mine. Thank you, Jesus. And now I gotta try to pay them loans back, girl. So shit. Now I'm see now I done got off task. Now I'm thinking about how much my payment gonna be. Now I wanna cry. How much my payment gonna be, Chris? That's why I be on YouTube asking y'all. Super stickers, super chats, all that stuff is greatly appreciated. Cause now I gotta pay for the class. Now I gotta pay for all of that. I got it. Lord Jesus. It's gonna be all right. But y'all, I do hear y'all. I do hear everybody. Everybody has a different opinion. I mean, it is a conversation. Stress does kill. I don't think arguing and doxing and trying to one up somebody is a good use of time, because it's always a back and forth when it comes to that. Like one day you're gonna be up, the next day the other person is gonna be up. So it's never really going to end. You know, I like to think of people like Justice, myself, Fee. And I'm gonna say this. When it comes to wanting to get back at a person, when it comes to wanting to get back on this internet, if anybody, in my opinion, I know some of y'all are going to disagree. If anybody on this internet had enough reason to come out here and want to have a get back after chopping pass, it should have been Fee, in my opinion, or Glam to Gam, because chopping did drag them for losing their loved one. And I know she probably sorry for it now, but she did. But look at how they forgave. Look at how they showed sympathy for them girls. Look at how they, have let bygones be bygones. Now, they don't really just get along with each other, but I still like that about them. Look at Justice. Look at how awful they was to Justice. She was horrible. I mean, she was out here just spewing and wilding out. She was horrible. Girl, she should be spending half of her morning every day apologizing to Justice. Yes, she should. And to me. Because she was much worse to Justice than she was to me, in my opinion. Because I don't know. And me. Horrible. Laughing at me losing my mama. Talking about you ain't got no mama no more. Blah, 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 blah. But I still got my mama house, though. I still got my mama. My mama not here, but my mama is still with me. Justice is a very much stand-up person. Then, when Justice stood on business, then her job got, not really taken, but it's probably for the best, because Justice gonna always be good, because Justice is a stand-up woman. And so, but if Justice was able to show compassion, Fee was able to show compassion, hell, even Glam showed compassion. Let's just keep it a stack. Glam showed compassion. It shouldn't have been Latrice Allen. You're right. Nobody should have. Now, I've had my bouts with Treese too now. But I'm saying this. Whether or not we agree with what Chapin was doing. Now, Chapin was really taking advantage of the situation and making her own money. Okay? Now, let's just keep it a stack. It made money and she was riding with it. Could she have maybe stopped it at some point? Yes. I feel like when she got around Angel Mom and all of them women trying to show her a different way, I think that she could have taken her platform to talk about other things and maybe hit on it here or there. But that was her choice. That was her choice. Honestly, I believe if Justice Glam, Carver, and a few others were still friends with Rita at the time Roz passed, they would have gave those girls grace. They were all fighting with Rita. Yeah, because I was fighting. I mean, well, I ain't just really fighting with the toothless bitch, but yeah, I showed her grace. I showed her grace. Hell, but yeah, I feel like people are going to show you grace because nobody wants to experience a loss. Husband, mother, all of that. And a lot of us have experienced loss. And but it's different. I can't tell you how to deal with loss. I just can't. Because before I had experienced it, I probably could have shot off at the mouth. But ain't nothing like when you experience it. You feel me? So wouldn't have given them grace. They may not have. They may not have. I don't know. I don't know. But maybe they would have. It's really hard to say though, because a lot of us don't know how the other one was raised. I was raised in church. I was raised not to do the eye for an eye. And a lot of us were raised in church and raised the right way, but it's because of the choices that we made once we became grown, then it hardened our hearts. See, it's the whole get back. It's hard not to fall into it, guys, but you have to. You have to do it. And it's not because of what Lucinda said, it's because of the Bible. See, the Bible teaches me that I can't go an eye for eye. I cannot do it because while I'm fighting with you all on the internet, I'm still petitioning God to bless me. See what I'm saying? It's about me. It's about me. And I'm going to have to take the L on some things. I'm going to have to take an L. I'm going to have to let it go. Yep. Yeah, I was pissed off. Yeah, I didn't like it, but I have to let it go. Because the back and forth, the stress of that, I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for it. I got to be focused so I can be present to teach children, to do all the administrative things I need to do. And then I got goals. Who's to say I won't be somebody's principal one day? Who's to say I won't be leading the school someday? So I have to let it go. I had to do it for me. You know, I had to do it for me. Now, will I be honest in my delivery? Yes, I will. I see y'all's point. And I'm not trying to argue about it. But what I'm saying is, if we could just wipe it over, if we could just clean it out, if we could just clean it out, we got to use grace over grudges. We got to, y'all, because let me tell you something. If I wanted to sit here every day and hit my live button and tell y'all every day about what this girl said or what was commented or da-da-da-da-da, you could say, okay. But at some point, somebody would eventually type in the chat, Lucinda, let it go. I'm sorry, somebody was calling. A lot has been said, a lot has been done. Oh, and somebody has to take the L. Somebody got to let it go, and that's hard. It ain't easy. I struggle with it too. I struggle with it. And I tell y'all about it. I tell y'all, I'm struggling with forgiving who? Brittany, I'm struggling with forgiving Day Day. I'm struggling with forgiving this. I'm struggling with forgiving that. I've been honest with you and I've told you that. No, they're not gonna make that much money. YouTube is and then here's the thing. Even if you get $5,000, if you get paid once a month, child, $5,000 be gone in 2 minutes. Shit. Okay, happy girl said read my comment. Okay, happy girl. Let me see. You definitely have grace because ain't no way in the world I could have done that. You can't talk about my child or my mother. It's forever. It's a forever fight. Yes, happy girl. I do understand that. I do. And sometimes I be struggling. Sometimes I honestly be like, because I was listening to a little bit of Day Day. She was talking about these women 50 years old, blah, 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 blah. And then I want to say, well, you 30 years old and you talked about me losing my mama. You 30 years old, you talking about me losing my mama, but yet you had to pack up your whole mama house and move out, and yet I'm still in mine. I could have came out here, nah, nanny, boo, boo, da, 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 da. I ain't doing that mess. Because that's silly. That's silly of me because it ain't going to change nothing. It ain't going to change nothing because I was once 30 years old. And if I didn't have my mama, I would have been out here bumping my head, doing all kind of crazy stuff. Because I would have had money. I'm glad that God saw me to this age of life to where I'm a lot more grounded and I knew what to do with the money. You know what I'm saying? So God knows. But you're right. I am all, and I'm shocked myself that I ain't out here, jumping up and down with people over there who talking about it. I'm surprised myself some days. I'm like, Lou, you have really, really changed. Because I would have thought you would have been out here acting a plumb idiot. I'm so proud of you. I am really, really shocked at myself. And I just say, thank you, Jesus. I just started thanking God, thanking him because I didn't give into the flesh. I did what his word instructed me to do. And to be honest with you, to be really transparent with you guys, to see Rita being drugged and to see Day Day being drugged, even though they both were horrible to me, I don't get any satisfaction in it. I really don't. I still got the same cold. I still got the same dirty nappy hair I need to get up here and wash. I still got the same bills I got to pay, whether or not they had said something to me or not. I still got to get up and go to work tomorrow. I still got to iron my clothes. Like, I still got life. But I really, really thank God that I was able to let that go because I don't have that stress of having to get out here and explain it and go back and forth and folks telling me what was said and what wasn't said and this and that. And I have refocused that energy on loving other people, of making sure that their children have a little bit of what they want for school. Like, I just take pleasure in other things. And I'm just happy that God has touched me. And I'm glad that a lot of you can see the growth in me. I think even though it's not popular, I feel like that's the best thing than to participate in this. And I'm shocked. I am shocked at myself. I really am. Because the old me would want to be out here dragging and tagging. But baby, it ain't going to change nothing. It ain't going to change nothing. Auntie going to still be auntie. And I feel like my parents are more proud of me for choosing this road. Because I can feel how happy they are. I can feel. It is a deep connection. And even though they're not here, I feel how happy they are. They are they are loving being in heaven. They really are. And no amount of talking about them is going to change it. I did get it was a forced apology, T-Lo. It was a forced apology. It wasn't a, because I was in the chat and yeah, you're right. Yeah, like, you're right. Like, Lucinda, blah, blah, blah. Like, yeah, like, it was like that. But I don't really think it matters. I don't think it matters. I really don't. Let me see what Gamma said. She said, Gamma. Hold on, Gamma. Can you read my comment? Hold on, Gamma. Let me go back up. Lucinda, what does cleaning it out look like for you? What does cleaning it out look like for you? What does cleaning what out specifically, Gamma? Because you had gave her that money. I said that about me and my mother. Hold on. I think I'm getting something mixed up, Gamma. You said, what does cleaning it out look like for me? Is that what you're asking me, Gamma? I just gave us a small little donation, honey. I think it was no more than $50. That's all I did. If that's what you're talking about, I just gave $50 to them when they was raising money for their mom, and that was nothing compared to losing a life. So, Gamma, you asking me about what does it look like for me cleaning it out? I'm not sure so you could type it again. I'm sorry. Hold on, let me go back up and see what else you said. Can you? It says, Lucinda, what does cleaning it out look like for you? Hold on. Go back up and see what else Gamma said. I think that's what you're asking me, Gamma. But anyway, I can't see what you said recently, but what does it look like cleaning it out? I'm not exactly sure what you meant, but if you can, you said that the sector needs to be cleaned out. What do you think would happen if it was cleaned out? Oh, okay, if it was cleaned out. Well, if it was cleaned out, everybody would have their own commentary, what they're talking about, their daily life. We would not constantly keep hearing about this whole big argument between 7-4 and the girls at 7-4. We wouldn't have to constantly keep reliving all of the harsh things that were done. We could move on to another phase. What does that look like? Well, I can only do it for Loving Lucinda. So for Loving Lucinda, that means bringing you content about being a teacher, content about thank you, Tilo. There was content about my life, content about maybe dating again, content about planning as a teacher and teaching in an urban area, shopping on the budget, fixing up an inherited house, just whatever, just the content that's relevant for me. You know what I'm saying? I can only speak on my content, and I just decided I didn't want to keep doing all the back and forth. Now, when my name is called and when I have to address somebody, I will address them. Y'all know I'll pull up and cuss them out and do all the things. But on a day-to-day basis, I wanted to have a more clean life. I wanted for my home to be clean. I wanted for my spirit to be clean. I wanted, my house to be clean for one damn thing. My skin to be clean, my body to be clean. Like, I just asked God to clean me inside out. And then when I went to him and I asked him what that looked like, that was the answer that he gave me. Move as a sector or move as an individual communities. I think we should move as our individual communities. I think that we have broken up as a sector. I think some of us have developed subsectors, like with you, myself, Justice, Fee. Like, we are beginning to talk about things that are relevant to our community. You have the men come over, we do movie nights. Like, I feel like they're different things, but yet we don't get the support that others get. But we got to look at that. See, the support that others are getting is because their support is only going to be temporary. It's only going to, like, they have been out here for 5 years, but look at how they stay on top. They don't stay on top for long. Lulu, I told you before that I like your content. You are funny, smart, and sassy. Yes, thank you so much, Happy Girl. You have been one person that have told me, girl, stick with you. So do you make more money now or lesser? I make a whole lot more money on my regular job. Do I make more money on YouTube now? You know what? That's a very good question. I am more consistent with at least hitting my threshold than when I was out here just in the foolishness. Because in the foolishness, I had my mom. So someday, so say if I did come out here and do a good drag, like one of my notorious lives was Oops Wrong Hole. I made very good on that. Like but once the hype wore off, of course that doesn't make any more money. You see what I'm saying? So in actuality, if you look at it, I'm making more money now because I'm more consistent. People are beginning to tap into me, and I'm seeing more of a success. Even though that video did very, very good for me, longevity wise, I feel like I'm in a better place now. You see what I'm saying? And it's all up to me now. I don't have to wait on supporters to support me for me to make the money. I make the money on my own. You see what I'm saying? I like our talks because we could talk about anything and each one of them. And I always like, thank you, thank you, thank you. You see what I'm saying? So I can make money on just telling y'all what I got off of Amazon. Telling y'all how it's hard for me to get, pull up this PowerPoint that I'm supposed to be teaching tomorrow and grading these kids' tests. And they did very, very well on, yeah, they did pretty good on this one right here. I don't want to show their name. But yeah, we've been studying on how the sun is positioned. How it's positioned. They actually are beginning to get it in the orbits and stuff. They really getting into it. So like finding trends and stuff like that. That's what my life is like. Some people like it. Some people like it. You know. So y'all see, I got all my papers and stuff. Can y'all see my papers and stuff? So that's what my Sunday is looking like. Plus, I wasn't feeling well. So some people like that. Some people like to see, like, what does a teacher really do? Up in the comments, Lou, I said that it makes no sense to get in a fast car and crash. That's right. We can get in a regular car and coast and stay on the road. Exactly, Gamma. And that's what I'm doing now. I'm coasting. I'm coasting. I'm giving you, I'm just at a regular speed because, case in point, did y'all happen to look at Ask Granny's live yesterday? I'm going to look at this message. Okay, I'm going to hide it because it's crazy. All right, let me hide it. Okay. Yeah, I was listening to her last night and I was feeling bad. So I looked at her a little bit and I you know, the wigs and stuff. I just wish she would stop wearing the wigs. Like, if you got some hair, just come out in your red hair because them wigs that you choose as Granny are horrible. And maybe she needs more money. Like, I would say 7-4 help her out, but like I don't know. Ooh, Lord have mercy. Just ask one of your grandchildren to help you find a wig. Ask Granny, please. If you're going to make more money, please look like it, okay? But anyway, I had to talk about that wig because it is really, really irritating me. And them headbands, like you actually taking the time to pick out a headband, but you won't pick out a wig. I don't understand that. It's like you at the hair store. And if you cannot, and long wigs are not it for you, ma'am. Long wigs are dragging your face, and you've lost weight. I don't know what's going on with you, but it don't look like it's healthy weight. But can you please get a good length wig that's a good color, that's a good texture? Can you please do that? Like, we can't get past. And then when you're talking, it's like, oh my God, it's like you're in an empty room. Can you sit down on a couch or something? Can you make us look like we're actually talking to you, like sitting next to you or something and then it's like you don't listen to understand. You just listen to have a reply. Like sometimes I listen to what you're saying, what people are saying to you, and it's like you are total oblivious to what you said to get the people to react. Like, ask Granny, like. And then last night when you got on there and you made your coin, right? Then you had nothing to say. It's like I feel like last night you realized just how crazy you sound and how crazy you look. Oh my God. The car has already crashed, ask Granny. It has crashed, okay? I don't know. I really honestly wish I had some advice to give you. I don't have any. I really wish I had some. Why don't you watch Gamma or somebody? Can you watch Gamma? Can you just watch her for a whole week? Can you just watch Gamma for a minute? Hey, Daz. Can you go to Daz channel? Can you watch Daz for cause Daz really she be preaching strides around you. And it's off the rip. It's like common sense type situation. Some people just like to wear those wigs. And she yes, she likes to wear those wigs. And Tracy, I want us to explain to her that those wigs are wearing her. Okay? She's not wearing them, they're wearing her. Okay? Because with that bright light, we can see the texture is not a good texture. Okay? We can see it's not a good wig. We can see that because we wear them too, Tracy. Now, you know we know good hair. You know if it's one thing black women know, we know some good doggone hair. Now, you know we know good hair. You know we do. We don't even have to see hair. We are born with the innate doggone possibility of choosing good hair, girl. We know it. Now, you know that, now. I know she wants her hair long, but she can't wear long hair because she's lost weight and her face is sagging. The muscles, okay? We have to be careful how we lose weight because we get all fluffy and we get all inflamed and then we lose it too fast and then we got a sagging skin. So then we got to fix that too. Okay, so then we need to wear shorter hair, okay? And we need to show our features. I know everybody done told you everything black is ugly, but everything black ain't ugly. My God. Now you want and I know y'all in there throwing them super chats and super stickers because y'all hoping she gonna go by the wig store and choose something a little bit better. And they gonna be talking about you when they fall out with you as Granny. Now the wigs is terrible. I want you to go on Love Me Hair. Y'all type it in the chat. Type where she should go. Type it. The face looks terrible. Type it. Type Love Me Hair. Type Asteria Hair. Type some of the good sites in the chat so y'all can share this to her. Thank you, Gamma. I want her to use her. Like, I know up under that wig is something. I want you to take that wig off. I want you to comb that hair all the way out. Okay, Maven, they do have good wigs. I want you to go on Maven. I want you to just human hair and just go on different sites. Get your granddaughter to help you and find you a nice color, a nice brown color. Okay, if you want some highlights, you can get that. Get your granddaughter to help you. And get you a length that is no longer than your jawline so that you can keep up. It won't be hot, right? Because I feel like I don't know. I don't know if you don't want your edges to show. I don't know. But I feel like if you start out with healthy hair, I feel like you will look a lot younger. Because I feel like the wigs are aging you. Case in point, Mom, when chatted with Miss V, when she looked at herself, she was like, you know what? I don't want to wear all these wigs. So she cut her hair. And she started to look much, much younger. Okay? So at some point, ask Granny, we have to leave the the processed hair in the plastic bag, because that's where it belongs, in the plastic. Okay? And I hope that somebody close to you can relay this message to you in a nice way. I probably didn't say it nicely, but I just really want you to start wearing those wigs, for God's sakes, because I can't really hear what you're saying, because I'm like, is the wig loud? Why can't I hear what she's saying? And then when I listened to you last night, it's like you weren't saying anything. I'm like, oh, this, you, baby, just like Gamma said, you crashed and burned. You crashed real quick. You crashed real quick. Number one, you can't stop calling Sharita Thifa, because in your heart, you know that she is not to be trusted around money or credit cards or bank cards or bank accounts or anything that has to do with anything of value. So you honestly see her as a thief, and that's why you keep calling her there. Love Me Hair. So you got two places, Ask Granny, you can go and get you a good wig, okay? And I just want that for you. Like, I want you to come on camera looking so put together. I would be so happy. Okay? Livestock. Is that a wig place? Or is that for cowho? No, they don't be throwing them. They won't be throwing that because of that. They'll be throwing that because she'll be on point. Yeah. And right now, they don't have anybody to run to, because, you know, Rita, baby, you sound so sad the other day you came on live. Oh, girl, you sound like your little spirit's been bruised. I feel sorry for you, because I could tell in your voice you've been through some things, child. And I just felt sorry for you, child. But at the same time, girl, I just couldn't do nothing but shake my head, because you sounded so defeated. And see, whenever I fight, I want for the person to be at their best, because I don't like fighting nobody that's sick and stuff like that. So I just shook my head, you know, and just kept on scrolling through. I wanted to hear what you were saying. I couldn't listen to you long. I think I had something else going on, but whatever. Anyway. The mouth speaks. So anyway, I ain't really got a lot for you either today, ma'am. I really ain't. I'm just waiting on you to get back to the old you. I'm hoping that you will come out here a much better person, but I'm probably hoping on deaf ears, because your friends over there doing the same stuff. And I do understand how a lot of people feel about Day Day and Marjanae. Just because I feel a certain way doesn't mean everybody's going to feel that way. And, you know, I respect everybody's opinion. I really do. I just feel like this is an opportunity for these girls to go on with their lives. And I just feel like they should be free to do that. I didn't feel sorry for Rita because she still don't care about anyone else's grief. No. Really, to be honest with you, it shows you their true heart. Like, some people only realize it because it happened to them. But before it happened to them, like in Day Day's situation, before it happened to them, you was out here dragging everybody, me, anybody. And like Tilo said, you have to truly be sorry in order for you to make a change. And if they don't see it, they don't see it. And for you girls to really truly grow, you're going to have to tap into that, both of you. Like, you got to apologize to one another, truly apologize to each other. You have to apologize to your mother, truly apologize to her. Even though she's no longer here on the earth, you can still talk to her. Honey, she right there with you in spirit. You know, Mom, I'm sorry for how I brought our dirty laundry to the internet. I hope that you forgive me. You know, I love you. You know, and truly give your sister an apology. You know, I'm sorry for the, you know, I told your business. And then y'all need to talk. Well, you know, I do feel like you do this. I do feel like you do that. And that should be off camera. You know what I'm saying? But to come out here and to constantly, because you're going to have people who are going to say this and that. But when they see you changing, when they see you taking the high road, you're going to gain so much more respect. Now, will you have a whole lot of folks in your chat? Maybe not. But the people who are meant to be around you will stick with you. That's my advice. But Rita didn't come out here talking about Roz when she died. Well, she probably did not come out here talking about her when she died, but she talked about plenty of other people when their parents died. So she may not have, knowing her, now this is just my opinion of her. Knowing her, she probably had somebody else to do it. And she probably didn't speak of them right out because she knew people would be expecting her to. She's very, very shrewd. I don't really put much faith in her. She probably did it because she knew people would think that she would. And yeah. Now I don't know. But I'm just telling you from my dealings with her. And I want y'all to please, please understand who we're dealing with. We are dealing with addicts. We're not dealing with everyday people. Like, you go look out your window right now. You got a neighbor to the right of you and to the left of you, don't you? They go to work and so do you, right? So you're not dealing with people like that. You're dealing with people who all they have is YouTube once a month. They probably got some other kind of assistance. And this is their last chance at making some decent money besides a predictable income, because they don't have any skills. They don't have any wherewithal to get up at age 40 and start over again, to clean their record, to go back to school, to start again. You see what I'm saying? So you are dealing with people with different mentalities. Now, I'm not saying that they're a bad person because of their circumstances. That's not it. But when people are desperate, they will do desperate things for money. No, she did not come out here begging on the internet. But listen, Tracy, I have watched this girl. This girl is shrewd now. Tracy, this girl is shrewd. Okay? Who is an addict? I believe, for one person, in my opinion, hey, Justice, darling, how you doing? I truly believe that Rita is a gambling addict. That's my opinion. I'm sticking to it. I also believe that there are other addicts out here. Crack, snort, bing bong, ping pong, whatever drug is out here. I do believe that a lot of these content creators are addicts too. Y'all know people function as addicts these days. Addicts ain't got to stay at home, good. Addicts can go to work and prescribe you your medicine. Shit. Yeah. Rita, let me tell you something. Tracy, I know you probably, maybe, I don't know how you feel about Rita, but my experience, let me talk about my experience. Y'all, my nephew gonna be over here in 30 minutes. I hope I'm off of here before he come in here getting on my nerves. But anyway, my experience with her is that she'll kick you when you're down. She's intimidated by women who have their own minds. And I just don't see her as a good person. Now, she will do some good things for you. I remember when my mom's birthday one year, and I didn't have it, and she let me drop my cash up in her check, and I got a nice little blessing that day. And but of course, I would always, send little stuff to her and stuff like that as well. So I did thank her. I feel like she probably felt like once I decided to not rock with her anymore, I think she felt like I was a bitch. Yeah, and I probably did do it in a bitchy way, because y'all know I can be a handful sometimes. But yeah, I'm just telling you honestly how I feel, Maybe I could have handled it better. But at the same time, she was a bitch to me. Like, when my family got M'd, she was a bitch. I mean, she came out here and made fun of it, made a laugh, girl. They just drugged my family. My family had already been unalived. My two cousins in a tragic way. And girl, do you know how much that hurt? Girl, that hurt. That didn't feel good. That didn't feel good at all. Well, that's true. That's true. But from my observation, I see some personality characteristics that point to addictions. They point to addictions. I see some things. And I personally feel like old girl is a gambling addict. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. Mm-hmm. Yep. A lot of people have gambling issues. And gambling issues are very easy because, let me tell you something. When I first was grieving, I thought about going to that doggone casino and sitting on that slot machine and hitting it until the bells just kept on going because I wanted that instant gratification. I wanted to feel something. So I see why. I'm sure she did. I'm sure she did. I just didn't. See, I don't listen to her like that, but I'm sure she did talk about Roz. Like, some of us are on here at different times and we don't hear different things. But yeah, the way, even if she didn't, the way when she does get on the tangent, honey, if she did it when she first passed or when she didn't, honey, when she gets on here, how low she can go. You know, I was listening to I don't know if it was Ask Granny or 74, and they was talking about they were hitting. They was hitting below the belt. And that. I mean, they were just constantly just hitting that little soft spot, you know. And I was like, damn, can you just let off of her? Her mama still gone. When you turn off the light, the girl mama still gone. The girl still got to try to navigate a whole new city, state, and go to school, turn in her work, get to the grocery store, do what she got to do. Can you give her a little bit of a breather? My God. Now, even though she didn't give me one, but I wasn't 30. Even though she didn't give me one, I didn't quite have to. I didn't quite have to start all over again. Technically, you know what I'm saying. I still had a career that I could get back to. You know what I'm saying. So God blessed me in that sense. So because God blessed me, not people, because God has blessed me, I choose to just give grace and let things go. And I feel like that's just the best thing to do. And not only do I feel like it's the best thing to do when I read my Bible, that's when I know that I did the right thing. And that's what's working for me. Now, I can't tell those girls how to live because I don't know them like that, okay? I'm just asking y'all, please. Can y'all just please let the girls live? Can we just say, okay, we just gonna get it? Listen, everybody, hold on. This is what we gonna do. Because I got to get off of here because this boy finna come in here and he gonna ask me again about why these boxes are over here in this corner. And I'm going to talk very, very crazy to him. Let me go ahead and open my door. I'm going to talk crazy to him. He's going to say, Auntie, why you got to be so mean? And he's going to irritate me. And I really don't want y'all on the camera while he irritates me. Hold on. Y'all about to see me looking a mess. Because he just gets on my nerves. Instead of him coming over here and moving the basket, moving the boxes. With his big head self, looking just like me. Instead of him moving the boxes, he gonna come over here and ask me why I didn't do them. He gets on my nerves. But I love him. He's my nephew. That's right. Mama love it. Here, show Gamma your thing. Gamma's there. Here, show. She got her little treat, Gamma. Here, get your little treat. You don't want it no more? There you go. But yeah, that's just how I choose to deal with it, y'all. And I was just like, for some of the subs and some of the people, like, y'all, being a part of the chat and cheering on that, you gotta know it's wrong. Go ahead and cook, boo, because I gotta cook too. You gotta know it's wrong. And you gotta be like, okay, girl, let's talk about let's talk about what numbers you choose. Cause she likes talking about numbers, but just to keep on and see now that this girl, this Marjanae is getting ready to get them those videos. And baby, when I tell you she gonna run up a bag, she is. It's gonna be a big bag. It's gonna be a big bag. I just wanna know, 7-4, are you prepared for it? Cause you know what information she's going to unleash. You more than anybody. And we're all watching to see how you react. And that is where the truth teller is. Anyone going through losing a loved one deserves grace because it hits home when it hits home. Yes, it does. It hits home, baby. Because, see, when y'all get off of the internet, y'all got y'all's mama to call and say, how you doing? Go get a hug from and get some Sunday dinner. They don't, and neither do I. Those of us, when we turn off this camera and our mamas ain't sitting in their chairs, that chair right there, my mama ain't sitting right there, I got to deal with it. So, see, me coming out here participating in it, it ain't going to bring my mama back. And to be perfectly honest with y'all, I give every penny of that money back. This house, that other house, and y'all, I give it all up in a second to have my mama back. I don't care what you say. I give up my career. I give up my house, my car, all my money. I just want my mom. And I can never get her back. Never. That's it for me. I'll never see her again. In glory, I'll see her again. And I want y'all to also understand this. When you lose your mom like that, and you realize that you can't see her anymore, I'm going to be very honest with you. I'm going to be very, very honest with you, and I want y'all to follow along with me. When you know that you can't see them again, there is a very thin line between you saying, okay, I'm going to stay here, versus trying to join them. Come on, folks. You're this close. You are this close. That's right, Tilo. When I got the checks and all that, the checks actually, I actually did what's up, Dimples? I actually did a short with holding up two of the checks. I think I was in some pajamas. I might have been in these same pajamas. I put it right there. I put the checks right there. They stayed there. I couldn't even go to the bank to even put them in the bank. That's just... Have you ever had a big check that you sat down and you need to take to the bank? Do you know how depressed you got to be? Because it didn't matter, baby. It didn't matter. I didn't give a shit. I did not care. I didn't care. I didn't care. I didn't care. I didn't care. That's all I could tell you. I don't give a fuck. That and a matter of fact, that came out of my mouth a couple of times. I said, I don't give a fuck. Until somebody called me. I think it was Catrice. and some others in Pumpkin. They was on my ass. Lou, go to the bank. Lou, go take care of this. Lou, go this. Lou, do this. As a matter of fact, my auntie came over here, got out of her car, parked her car, came in here, slept in this house until I went to the bank with her. And I deposited those checks. She was like, your mother left? Yes! Your mother and your daddy, they left you this. You're not going to lose these checks. Come on. Come on. My auntie didn't ask me for a dime. But you know I fucked with her, don't you? The long way. Paid off one of her bills. That's kind of bitch I am. Every day. It is real. See, y'all don't understand that. This close, Dimples. This close. And I know the Lord. I'm educated. Anything I want, I can get it. This close from saying, fuck it. The best thing that ever happened to me is now gone. I don't give a fuck. You don't want to keep poking the bear when a person is in that type of mindset, folks. You got to ease up on people. See, a lot of y'all, I don't know what kind of world that you live in. I can easily walk into a school and see 5 depressed children. 5! Before I get up to the steps. Think I'm finna come over in here? Well, my email is lucindaspeakstv@gmail.com. I can't deal with this type of I just can't do with y'all. I'm sorry. I'm just different. I can't do this. I just cannot do this. I cannot. I have seen kids who have lost girl, listen, mama at the cookout and she done got shot in the head from a random bullet. And they dealing with the same grief I am. And they 8 years old. Come on, people. 8-year-olds. I can't play with y'all on this internet. I can't do it. My mommy is not here. They drawing me pictures. My mommy is not here. Where is my mommy? Your mommy's still here. She wants you to read this sentence. Read that sentence to me. So y'all don't know. Y'all have no idea how hard life really is. That's why you don't care. That's why. Because you aren't looking at your kid. You aren't looking at your grandkid. I see everybody's grandkid, folks. I got to deal with the Rita kids. I got to deal with the chopping kids. I got to deal with your kids. You really want me out here being vindictive and dealing with your child? Hell no. You don't know what Day or Nana could be. They could be somebody great. They may be responsible for your child getting in college one day. You never know. Just let shit go. It's okay to lose on social media. Let me tell you something. It's okay to lose on social media. I want to open up an at-risk home for girls. I pray that God gives me this opportunity to lead me to the right people to make this group home successful. I concur. When you get it open, free tutoring for about a week. Dimples, I love you, but I can't get to you all the way free. But I'm gonna work with you. I'm free tutoring for a week, goddamn it. Free tutoring for a week. If I could afford to give you a little more, I might. Shit. I mean, at some point, y'all, it's just not about you anymore. At some point, it's not about you. Yes, I've had some horrible things said to me, but they only was words. Ain't not one thing hit me. I'm still standing. Can we give them an opportunity to learn? Can we give them an opportunity to grow? Can we give them an opportunity to make mistakes? Because here's the thing about it. Quiet as it's kept. If them cameras wasn't on, we wouldn't have seen this shit in the first place. It's their mother that came to social media, not them. Now, let's just keep it a stack. And we could talk all day about the wrongness of their mama and the rightness of their mom. I could die tomorrow and y'all be on here talking about Lou was good, Lou was bad. What's up, Miss Gigi? Y'all be on here trying to see who gonna get the house. My nephew with his long head ass, who should be walking up to my door. Girl, he's so, ooh, girl. Maybe I should have had kids, because this one right here, girl, he works my nerve. I swear he does. That nephew of mine, he works my nerve. But I love him. I would, and I wouldn't charge you to go and rate. You know I'm gonna look out for you, girl. I'm gonna look out for you. But I definitely want this next generation, because y'all, these girls are fighting so much more than puberty. They are fighting so much more than puberty. They got the enemies right under the roof with them. They got the enemies on the school bus. They got enemies up under the roof with them. They got enemies all over. Some of them don't have a big mama or a grandmama like you and I had. Some of them don't have nobody but TikTok raising them. No, girl. And you and I had somebody washing our clothes, making sure we were clean, showing us how to clean our bodies, showing us how to cook, showing us how to be good stewards, showing us how to pay bills. You and I had somebody taking us to the stores, making sure our hair was combed, making sure we ate. How many times did y'all hear Chopping say, did the great kids eat? I got kids who nobody cares if they eat. I have kids who find some shoes. They mismatch. They just trying to get to school because they want to eat and they want to learn something. Because at home is pure trauma all day. Daddy a goon. Mama a goonette. Grandma is cracked out. Uncle is cracked out. Sister is on her way to be cracked out. Don't start with me. Don't start with me. Please don't start with me. So, at some point, when a person says let it go, it's about letting it go, y'all. It's really bad. And I know they done said some things. I know they mama done said some things. I know. A lot of it was said to me personally. Shit, I know more than y'all do. But what I'm saying is this. This is what I'm asking y'all. I'm asking you, could we please pull away from the toxicness? Because I'm telling y'all, the more you stir in it, it's going to come back. It may not come to your kids, but you're going to be reminded of it. And you're going to be like, oh, my God, I sat in 7-4 bushes and laughed at this girl, and laughed at this and laughed at that, and look at what's happening to my nephew. Look at what's happening. I mean, I'm telling you. She tried to not participate, but the chat or whatever changed it up. Yep. They do. I read something interesting before I did my 2 shorts. And it says, breaking the cycle. It says, if you want social media to evolve, and I did put this on my short, past toxic call-out culture. Toxic call-out culture. They have given this a name. This is not just our sector. Toxic call-out culture. Because now, everything is called out. You know what I'm saying? I think I do. I'll ask tomorrow, and I will let you know. I think I do have some girls that wear a 5.5, 6. I'll make sure tomorrow, because I got a couple of them that need shoes. What else is the first step of people pulling back? It would mean, first of all, you got to change your algorithm. Hey, Daz. Oh, yes. Lou, I will email you today. Okay, that's probably, hold on, see my no, that's not Tata. But girl, you up in the door like you pay rent. Yeah, I wish I could see Martin Lou at the front door. But what I did was I had to go on a purge. So I turned my phone off for a couple of days. And then the chats that I was mostly looking at that was toxic, I did unsubscribe. And what I did was I started looking at things that I need to improve on, like weight loss, lifting weights, stuff like that. And so I started subscribing, because when you subscribe to other things, the algorithm will change. And then if I do listen to something, I would listen to, like, I would put my timer on 3 minutes. And then when my timer went off, I would click off. And then eventually my algorithm changed and I didn't really focus on it. And then I started working on my content. I started writing down ideas of things I wanted to show. And then I just started going from there. Okay, well, do a clean with me. Show what it like to organize your kitchen. Show what it looks like to clean out your fridge. Show what it look like to clean up your room. And then when I was cleaning out my mom's stuff, a lot of people who were going through the same thing, they would watch that. They would leave me like comments and stuff. And really from your comments, that's where I get my ideas to change. I started doing the drive with me to schools, the OOTDs. Then when I got to losing weight and I would notice something different about my face or my body, I would come on camera. I would show it to you guys. Like, I just started showing you my life. And eventually it caught on. Now, it's not, I'm not at the point where I want to be. But I feel like the more that I come out here and I share with you guys about, like, stories of my mom, the things that she would say, because really growing up with my parents was, my story times are my most watched videos. So I see that you guys love, especially when I say, Lucinda, and I talk like daddy, baby girl, like those are funny stories. And when I tell them to people not on camera, people love it. And so I said, well, I should do this on camera. So I started doing that. Those are a big hit. And I just really show y'all me. And it's beginning to really be positive. But, of course, I'm human. And this sector is where I got my start from. So I'm definitely going to be talking about what I see. You have 2 pairs of green and white Nike Dunks. Okay. That I bought for myself. But I forgot that I already have a green and white. Oh, okay. So 2 pair because I couldn't remember 5. Okay, so I think they are supposed to wear a uniform, but a lot of them will miss school because they don't have a uniform. So now in the district, we let them come as they are. If they have a uniform, we encourage them to wear the uniform. It's your birthday. Happy birthday. Endless Nameless. Happy birthday to you. So we just let them come as they are, because I'd rather for them to come than to stay at home because they don't have the right shoes and stuff. So we let them wear. We encourage now. We really do encourage them. And we do have to follow up, like with a phone call, and it can be a hard conversation because sometimes you will get cussed out. But we encourage them to wear their uniform. But if they don't have a uniform, honey, we have plenty of shoes. We have a whole room, and we have every size organized. We have every type of shirt, every underwear, every pad, everything. It is a store. What type of uniforms? They have to wear khaki pants, blue pants, or black pants. They can wear red shirt. They can wear a blue shirt, or they can wear a white shirt, or they can wear a black shirt. What's up, there? Hey, babe, I just got through talking about you. Earlier. I was talking about how much and I'm gonna give you your flowers while you're here. One of the reasons why I just love supporting you is because you remind me of my okay, Dimples, you remind me so much of what I saw growing up, just not giving up. And I meant to say, I don't know if I said it, but when you got your kidney and you was like, you know what, I'm gonna go for it, I'm gonna do what I gotta do to get this kidney because I want to be here. And I was like, wow, like she gonna, okay. And then when you did it and you got that kidney, I said, you know what, I see why God did not give me children, because he is gonna give me children in other ways. And I said, you know what, she really talking about, and she really gonna be about it. I'm gonna do my best to help her out. You know what I'm saying? Cause she trying. She trying. Her whole organ didn't act right. She said, I'm gonna do what I got to do. I'm gonna get me a new one. And I'm gonna get out here and I'm gonna struggle. I'm gonna get out here, I'm gonna work. I'm gonna get out here, I'm gonna network. I'm gonna get out here, I'm gonna do what I gotta do to make sure that my children have a strong mother as a role model. When life get hard, I'm gonna choose life. And I said, you know what? I don't know if I said it to anybody. I said, you know what? I'm going to fuck with her. Lord bless me. And I told God, I said, if you give me my teaching job back, I'm going to start helping some of these young mothers out here that's really about living. Like, it ain't got to be no fuck shit involved. It ain't got to be no whoop-de-whoop. It's going to be like, here you go, sis. I see you. And I feel like if more women did that, we could change some things. We could change some things. We could change some things. I can help anywhere. I help here in my city. I have a niece who will graduate as an RN next month, and I have funded her whole 4 years of college because my sister can't give as much as I can. That's what I'm talking about, Dimples. That's what I'm talking about. And the more I make, the more I do, the more I'm going to keep helping. Because somebody had to help my mama. Somebody had to help my mama. When my mama went to school to become a beautician, she had to catch 2 buses. Y'all know it wasn't hardly no damn school. It was the first black school here in Memphis for blacks to go learn how to do hair. She didn't have nothing. I've shown you pictures where she had the little, where she was working at the little ice cream shop with her little jeans. Her and her friend, they was catching the bus to go to school. Somebody help my mama. Nah, I didn't see Clarissa fight. I don't really follow that. Them Blueface and all that old crap. I probably should, because I know the kids be into it, but I have enough on my brain. So I be like, well, you know what? I'm going to try to help not just you, but a lot of different people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wish I could do even more. But I want to help young mothers who haven't given up. Okay. What if he said? My Lulu, all shucks, don't break me down this morning. Thank you so much. I love you, girl. I love you. Like, how, and when I see people admire how you're raising your son, I'm like, oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Because having a male black child that's not thuggish, that's not ruggish, that's sensitive, that wants to help, I admire that for you. And you keep instilling that in him, and you keep doing whatever you need to do. And as long as I got a few dollars, hell, when I get more money, shit, I'm going to look out for you. I fucks with you. I fucks with you the long way. I don't give a damn what nobody say. Because you could have easily shriveled up and left. I think I said this earlier. We could have been talking about your son here without his mom. But you fought. You fought. You said, hell no, give me my life. Give me life. You said, Lord, if you give me life, I'm going to make it work. And he ain't left you yet. I don't give a damn. He ain't left you yet, and he's not going to leave you. So how can I not support that? Is what I'm saying. You know, young mothers need to have accountable aunts, right? That don't mean you agree with everything they do and say. If it's something that you need to straighten them up about, you can straighten them up. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, encourage them to keep going for their children. So we ain't got a whole doggone world full of nothing, heartless ass humans running around here. I don't care if you black, white, orange, or brown, baby. Come on now. That's what's important. That's what's important. So that's why I choose grace over grudges. That's why I choose it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what was said to me when my mom passed and all of that, you know, that's why I made Day be accountable and made her apologize, because it's like, oh, hell no, now. You done lost your mama, I done lost mine, but don't forget how you treated me, sis. Hold up, let me yank you by your little edge. Whatever edge you got left, I'm a yank you. That's what aunties do, baby. Now, we going to yank you by them edges. We going to tell you to get your ass somewhere and sit down. But we'll also fuck with you, too, now. But you ain't going to come to us disrespectfully. You going to sit down on the couch like we told you to. Y'all know aunties, we don't like y'all ass running around our houses, girl. That shit gets on our nerves. What's up, Sheila? Shit. But I fucks with you. And I admire you. I admire you for how you're raising your son. And I want you to keep going. And if I can help in any way, I'm willing to do that. I'm definitely willing to do that. And it's a lot of us that help our families out. And we do it because we love them. I was married to my daughter's father, but I was a single mom. I had the best parents in the world who helped me tremendously. Right. My daughter never needed or wanted anything because my parents were right there. And I'm going to tell you another thing, Dimples. I never, and that's another thing that I thought about too, when Roz passed. I was like, you know what? Now, this child going to be alone at 30. Now, you know, you had Mama V up until 50. And Mama V and my daddy helped me all the time. All the time. I knew I had that. And I'm going to tell you something. At first, when my dad died, I panicked for about 15 minutes. Like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And then I realized who he was, and I immediately got calm because I knew everything was going to be okay. When my mom passed, and I first remember walking out that room, I turned to my cousin. I said, oh my God, what am I going to do? She said, you're going to go to work. You're going to mind your business. You're going to keep living. That's what you're going to do. And she walked off. And I thought for a minute, how cruel of her, but she was telling me right. Because she wasn't going to sit there and let me break down in the hallway. She said, you're going to keep living. Basically what she said, you're going to keep living. You're not going to file out here in the hospital because everything's taken care of. Because they knew what kind of parents that I had. And even if your parents ain't got everything figured out, you can still make it. To remember when you had the topic about feeling obligated to help, I do feel obligated because I love them and I want them to be successful. It takes a village. And I do feel that way too. I do feel that way too. I know I talked about one time if I won some money, how it would help my family. And I think I was in Kendra's chat. And, you know, some people get it and some people don't. If y'all just could understand where my family came from and how dirt freaking poor they was. Girl, I can't help but help my family out and help people out. And my mom constantly instilled that in me about helping everybody. Because, y'all, it was horrible. It was absolutely horrible. How they came to this country with nothing. And they actually freaking made it. I'm a product of that. I'm a product of that. I'm a freaking product of that. That's why y'all see all these birds and stuff. I'm gonna take these birds down. I'm about sick of them now. Yeah, these birds about to fly out of my darn house. I'm about to take all this shit down and change it up a little bit and make it softer. But for a while, this is what I needed to look at these birds every day. But when I tell you I'm so damn sick of these motherfucking ass birds on these damn curtains, I hate them. Girl, I'm finna snatch all this shit off. Boom, boom, boom. And just give y'all something different to look at, right? As I evolve, I want things to evolve. But yeah, Fee, I really love it about you being a young woman. And don't ever, ever lose that. Like, always be there for your children. Always. Because when you're gone, them seeing you get that kidney and you attack life, that is going to keep them, oh yeah, mama did it, I can too. Mama did it, I can too. And then your spirit, the things that you talk to them about, it's going to still be talking to them after you're gone. Okay? My mama don't stop talking to me. She does not stop talking to me. Lucinda, you know you should not do that. Lucinda, that is not correct now. I don't know where you got that information, Lucinda. That is wrong of you. Okay? Mommy does not want that for you. I always say if I ever become rich, everybody and everything around me will be rich. That's it. That's it. That is how my family, that is how they made it over here on their little rickety ass boat to another boat to get their ass to Miami and to migrate here in the United States. That's exactly how they made it, by helping others. That's exactly how they made it. I remember being in the backseat of that car. Girl, we'd be all over Memphis. Every time somebody's mama died. Every time somebody had a baby. Every time somebody got a new couch. Every time somebody got a new rug. Every time somebody got a new pair of shoes. The whole family was over there like, why we got to come over here? Because they got some new shoes. We was just happy as hell, girl. Thank you so much, Sheila. Thank you so much. Daz, can you read my last comment? Okay, I'm so sorry, Miss Daz. I'm so sorry be running my mouth. Oh, no, I'm so sorry. Lucinda, did you see my video, Grief and Grudges? It covered a lot of things. Yes, and I did a short called Grief Over Grudges because of that. Yes, you made me do some real reflecting, Miss Daz. Thank you. Y'all, if y'all are not, let me tell y'all something. If y'all are not tapped in to Daz Speaks Gems, Miss Daz, when my mom passed and I first found her calmness and the way she talked to me reminded me of sitting at the table with my mother and my auntie. And Miss Daz really, really would help me to quiet the noise in my brain, because when your mom dies, especially if you live together, and you become a caregiver, your life is centered around doing. So when my mom died, I had nothing to do. All the dishes were washed. I didn't have to change nobody. I didn't have to do nothing. So I was idled. So I needed someone sensible to listen to. And Miss Daz was one of those people. My family was poor too, but we raised with love and we worked and built ourselves up. That's it. My family was extremely poor. I feel like I'm poor now because compared to what, and when I say poor, I want to be a millionaire. So I'm poor until I become a millionaire. And I'm going to keep working. And another thing on this internet, I don't like the way these people in this sector trash talk working. Stop trash talking working. There's nothing wrong with having a job. And I don't like that about y'all now. Some of y'all get to talking trash about somebody having a job, and then ask Grant, I heard you say something the other day, and I want to address it. You was talking about and Fee, and I know I'm being messy, Fee. And Fee, she living over there in her sister's house. So what? That's the reason why we have these houses that's inherited. And I'm not saying that she living there. I don't really care. It's nobody's business. But I think you saying that because you heard people over her house. Like you really thought the girl ain't gonna have nobody around her? Come on, ask Granny. Please don't do that again, okay? But I want this house that we are sitting in right now. If I don't wake up tomorrow, somebody will be in it. Somebody will be in it. They'll be moving out all my crap and be moving in theirs. Which the culprit will probably be walking in here in a few minutes. But it's his. Girl, she. I know, but that's not for me to say. But yeah, she was talking some trash. But here's the thing, though. We go out here and we buy these big old homes that we can barely afford to keep the monthly payments on, and nobody benefits. I remember I had a fit, and I told y'all this before. I had a fit when my mother and my father said, that's it. My father stood right here at this doggone fireplace. I had a fit. I did not want this house. I thought it was ugly. It was too small. My friends lived in the bigger part of Memphis. I was a teacher. I should have it going on. And my mama and my daddy said, this is the house you're getting. You're getting out of our house and pack your shit. My daddy was standing right here where that plan is. I kept saying, I don't want it. You can have her go get another one. I wanted one way across town. I think it was $100,000 house. That's what I wanted. It had 2 stories. That's what I wanted. I wanted them to sign off on me getting a 2-story house. My daddy stood right there, kicked them bricks, and said, good foundation, baby girl. He didn't care. He didn't care what I said. He said, you getting this house, you getting out of our house, and good day. I had a doggone attitude up until I walked up in the people's establishment at the title place with my ignorant ass. I never will forget, I had a real cute outfit. I'm going to tell y'all this before we go. Girl, I had a cute outfit on. It was lavender. So cute. I was about a size 10. Oh, girl, it was cute. Had my hair done, girl. Cute little Anita Baker style. Oh, baby, I was cute. I walked up in there with my sedated ass, honey. You know. Like I had it going on. I might have had $30 in my purse. I might have had $30 in my purse. You hear me? Daddy put his foot down. He stood right here. So, baby girl, it's a good foundation now. Yeah, it's a good foundation right here. Good foundation right here. Yep. Gonna be able to, oh yeah. Yep. Yep. It's gonna be good here. It's gonna be real good here. Yep. It's gonna be real good here. It's gonna be real good right here. Put your fire right there. Cause he knew I was trying to signal. Now I'm over here in the corner trying to signal to him, yo, bruh, I don't want this house. Go tell her. Cause see, she the one run everything. He don't do shit but say whatever she tell him. Okay? That's what used to piss me off about him. I kept looking at him with my eyes. Do you know that man did not look at me? That man did not look at me for a week. I kept going around him trying to look him in his face. Because I knew if I got his eye contact, he was going to get me the house I wanted, girl. That man wouldn't look at me. Every time I drove around him, he got in the car in his old ragged-ass truck and pretend like he was going to the corner store. I mean, just treated me bad. Treated me real bad. Girl, we got down there to the title place. Girl, the folks gave me the little pen and everything, girl. And the people's, they was looking out at my paperwork. They were, bitch, when they got to my credit score and how much I was making, that white man looked over there at me and he said to me in my black face, do you know how blessed you are? Put the pencil down. He said, oh, you wouldn't be able to get this if it wasn't for them. Shut my mouth. Shut your mouth. Shut up. You ain't got shit. You be glad that you can get this little ragged ass house with your dumb ass. $30 in your pocket with an INC outfit on and some Gucci slides on, bitch. Shut the fuck up. Be glad you got this and anything else with your broke ass. Because if it wasn't for these two, you wouldn't have shit. You take your ragged ass out here and go clean up your room, pack up your shit, and go to your own house somewhere with your sadiddy ass. You ain't got shit. Every check, you're over here at the Macy's, at the J.C. Penney's with your broke ass. Yeah, baby girl. It's a good foundation. Sure the fuck is a good foundation. And I'm still sitting in this bitch. So don't come over here telling me nothing about life, baby, because I got some stories for you. I set my ass down somewhere. Learn how to pay that house note. Daddy, when I pay my phone bill and I pay my mortgage and then I buy groceries, I don't have anything left. I don't have anything left. Oh, you mean when you pay your bills, bougie, your ass can't go to, your ass, I got you, Dimples, I got you. Your ass can't go shopping at Macy's. Your ass can go to J.C. Penney's. Your ass can't go buy some more Gucci shoes. Bitch, can you spell Gucci? Have you been to Italy? Do you know what a continent is? Just dumb. Just dumb. Just dumb. Just dumb, Gamma. Didn't have shit. Didn't have a girl. When I tell you I was so ungrateful. Oh, when I tell you I was so ungrateful. Girl, when that white man sat across that doggone table and that man told me, basically, that I wasn't shit, that my credit score was brokey, and that I needed to be kissing them folks' feet and thanking them for getting me a house. And that the only reason why my name was on that house, let me tell you how good God is. My mama said, so we're going to do this for our daughter, but her name must be on here. The man said, well, she ain't got no business. The man said, well, she... Basically, the man said, ma'am, the girl ain't paid a bill. The girl ain't got shit. Where is her name going to go? Her name will go under mine. Her name will go here. Her name will be here. No, yeah. My mama said that. My daddy name didn't go nowhere on the house. My daddy, whatever my mama say, my daddy, all he know was and huh. That's all he said. So our names went on here. Now that has changed officially, I'm proud to say. But I had to humble myself, folks. And I was about the age. I was maybe a little bit older. Because I started working about 25. So I probably was around that age when I got this house. Yeah. But that's a true story, y'all. I've told y'all that before. But I didn't have any business even owning a home. I couldn't even go to Sears and get a tire. As a matter of fact, after they bought me the house, they had to turn around and buy me some damn tires. They had to constantly buy me tires. Constantly buying me tires. Because I was out there in the clubs, getting my tires slashed by other... Girl, just silly. Silliness. Silliness. But now those parents are gone. And now I have to take care of things on my own. I'm 55 now. And now, thank God, to somebody smacking me upside the head, telling me to go sit my musty self down somewhere and get some perfume and go back and rebathe, brush my teeth so I can have my own original teeth, Now I got some sense. And now that I got that sense, I have to tell other young women. You see how that works? You see how that works? That's right. Not too much on their child. They're gonna always take care of their child. Thank you so much, Gamma, for the $4.99. They're gonna always, y'all put some like and some love on that money, honey. They're gonna always take care of their child, but their child has to grow up. Their child has to grow up. Hey, Marley. Hey, Marley. Gamma said, hey. Hey, mommy. She ready to eat, y'all. Hey, mamas. Hey, mamas. Yeah, she ready for a snack, so I got to get up and feed her. And my nephew still ain't here. I know it's been 30 minutes, y'all. Let me get on out here and get this boy, because he need to come fix my toilet for free, okay? He better hurry up. I missed church, and this nigga still ain't over here. I'm sorry for calling him a nigga, but let me get on his butt, y'all. Let me call him real quick. But, y'all, I hope that we enjoyed our chat today. Yeah, Marley is doing so good. She got her little snack. Child, I stayed running out of gas. And, girl, me too. Me too, girl. We were so silly. Running out of gas. Just being so silly, run out of gas. And who would I call? Of course, my daddy. Yes. Here he comes with the gas can, which I have plenty. Yes, had a gas can in the trunk. Too damn silly to stop going to these damn clubs enough to keep $5 of gas in the gas. Girl, just silly. Going to the clubs with a quarter tank of gas. Then somebody saying, let's go here. This boy gonna be over here. He over there with his frat brothers. I'm all up and down the road. Being hot in the tail. Now. But could I call one of them Negroes when my gas tank was on E? No. Could I call one of them Negroes when my tires were slashed? No. Who I call? Daddy. Don't make no damn sense. So I'm telling y'all, if your parents don't give you some act right, life will. And I'd rather it come from my mama and my daddy, somebody that love me, than for this world to kick me in my butt. Now, I'm telling y'all what's right. I have about 10 gas cans. I know that's right. Listen, my nephew, he got 2. My niece, she got 2. Baby, and I got some extra ones. If y'all need a gas can, hit me up, because I sure got one for you. Because one thing I don't want your ass out here with no gas. If it's one thing that Mama V can leave for all of y'all, I swear for God, you can get a gas can out my ass. Because I don't want you out here being foolish like I was when I was young. Okay? Shit. Okay, Miss Daz. Y'all about to get on off here so I can get this boy to come fix this toilet. I will talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good one. I enjoyed y'all. Replay game. Y'all run me up. What's up, Miss Kimberly? Y'all run me up. Hype up this video. Hype this video up, y'all. And let's just continue to pray. Let's continue to be positive towards each other. And the rest of it, it's going to work out. As I always say, thank y'all. As I always say, love you later. Bye-bye.